Okay, so this was shared to me today by multiple people in DMs because, to be clear, I do not go to Alyssa's time, whatever you call it, news feed on X. I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm successful enough just covering what I cover in the game industry and always have been, by the way, even before her. For some reason, she seems to want to keep tabs on me. And in a wild turn of events, she has now, in a weird way, roundaboutly, tried to see if I'm hiring. Because she decided to say, she screenshot my, by the way, it's not even my X account. This is my alt X account for the live stream videos. So she's not just stalking my regular account, but she's now stalking my alt account with the live stream stuff. Damn, Alyssa, I'm impressed. Imagine if you worked this hard at a job. Where I said, Ubisoft just striked my YouTube channel. Watch. And I have the link. Is that not necessarily the proper verbiage of English? Technically, probably not. There's probably better ways to say it more professionally. And Alyssa wants to throw her hat in the ring as an editor for me. It's very kind of her. In an active lawsuit, she wants to throw her hat in the ring. She is currently unemployed, looking for work, as far as I understand, and now throwing her hat in the ring by tagging a post of mine and saying "struck" with an asterisk and saying someone needs an editor. So she's correcting me and then kind of loosely alluding to she's looking for work and I need an editor, and she's correcting me. Is it clickbait, guys? You tell me, but it sounds to me like she wants to work for me when I see this. Just saying. I mean, she does need a job. She does need a job. So shout out to Alyssa. I said, someone tell my stalker to learn how to play nice with algorithms, please. You got to massage it, caress it, whisper naughty things into its ear. Things that don't always make sense linguistically to a journalist. Sit down and listen, girl. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something someday. So this you would think was enough. And she'd get her own, or at least she thought she was getting an own on me. Like she is so obsessed with me. And I'm not even joking when I say this. She's so obsessed with me that it's like delusion at this point. It's absolute insanity. Let me bring something up for you guys and show you this. This is because this is not my first rodeo. Okay, I've been down this road before, and the last time I got a strike on my channel was when Black Girl Gamers struck my channel, and I made a video on it. And do you know what I called that video? Do you know what I called that video? I bet you could probably take a guess, but let me show you. Let me show you. I think I need to stop and then represent. There we go. Share screen, window. There it is. So this video was titled Black Girl Gamers Just Striked My Channel. And this is when the channel was a little bit smaller. And I don't know if you guys know how YouTube works, but typically as a creator, when you put a video out there, you want it to be seen by people. That's kind of the point of making the videos. You make the video and you want people to see it. Like it's kind of that whole reciprocal cycle. Like you make a video, people watch it, rinse and repeat, do it over and over. And maybe you could have a conversation with people, meet people, talk about what you love. It's kind of how the world goes around. I made this video, purposefully called it Black Girl Gamers Just Striked My Channel, because I wanted to almost do a test to see if it played well with the algorithm. Because when people search Smash JT strike, they don't search Smash JT struck. So I'm like, okay, I want to get the word in there that is searchable, but I also want it to have the verbiage where it sounds interesting enough and aggressive enough for people to be like, oh, I'm curious to find out more about this situation. So I feel like it's like the perfect title for when that kind of situation happens. And clearly, when my channel was even half of the size it was right now, the video went gangbusters, had almost 90,000 views. It did absurdly well for the size of my channel, absurdly well. And clearly, Alyssa was not aware of this because she thought she had the biggest own in the world on me with this. But at the end of the day, I just completely owned her back. And I'm like, no. You sit down and you listen to me on how this social media stuff works. You could probably learn something from me, Alyssa. I've been doing it a lot longer than you. Sure, you're an ex-journalist, where some could say a failed journalist even. And I wouldn't even disagree that they were necessarily wrong, in my humble opinion. But here we go with somebody who is currently, as far as I understand, out of work, trying to correct me for looking for a job. That's how I read it. Maybe I'm interpreting this wrong and you guys can tell me, but I read this as somebody looking for a job, correcting me, and then telling me that I need an editor. And I mean, she, as far as I know, she's available. So maybe I should hit her up and be like, what her rates are. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing with this. But you would think it would end there, but no, that would be too easy. No. She had to continue going on and on about me. And in another post, she said, thinking face, thinking face, thinking face, thinking face. And she screen capped a retweet of mine, of Nure, friend of the channel, Nure. She rocks, by the way. For the Alyssa that says I hate women, or I'm very misogynistic, or whatever she says about me. I don't remember her exact words, but she implies that I'm not a fan of women. No, I'm a fan of very based women. And I'm definitely a fan of beautiful women, even though I'm very happily married. I'm not dead, all right? And Nuri says, if you start a sentence with gamers, I know I'm about to read the most brain-rotting take imaginable. And here we go with Alyssa thinking she got an own because I retweeted this. And she quote tweets or screenshots my post saying, "Gamers rise up. Alyssa Mercante Defense Fund goes bananas. GG rocket ship." Huge shout outs to Alec Baldwin's Finger, Hypnotic, Side Scrollers, and Dr. Disrespect, which I know Alyssa is not loving when she sees that name there. And then the donation link, which did great. So she finds one example in my tens and tens of thousands of tweets. She finds one where I say the word gamers, and she's like, got him. She's like, not done yet. Look at all the work she's doing. I'm like, Alyssa, I beg you, put this work into putting a resume together and knocking on doors. I'm begging you. This you could use your time so much better than attacking me. But it continues. Tremendous news. Imagine being funded by the government and somehow finding a way out of business. Absolutely hysterical. Goodbye. You will not be missed in the slightest. Gamers always win. What can I say? We do. What she's missing is the nuance to this, where it's like, my frustration, specifically with Yorch Torch, is without fail, the vast majority, if not every single post from Yorch Torch, starts with gamers, comma. And that was my frustration. Now we have Alyssa going back years to find posts where I say the word gamers in a post to think it's an own. Let's talk about what I was actually talking about. Gamers, comma. Yeah, that's frustrating. Gamers, comma. Yeah, that's frustrating. Gamers, comma. Yeah, that's frustrating. Gamers. Like this, by the way, Alyssa, this is what I'm referring to. If people want to use the word casually when they're talking in a tweet once every 5 to 8 months, I think that's okay. All right. It's not trying to farm for attention and engage the algorithm like this guy does with every single tweet that he does. That is just the most annoying thing in the world. That was the point of it. Clearly, it went over your gigantic 5 head and completely missed you, but that's fine. She continues with another one. This is in a response to Elon Musk saying, gamers have more power than mainstream will ever formally realize. Facts, by the way, like big facts. There it is. I forgot to change the screen. Big facts right there. And that was Alyssa's quote unquote attempt at owning me for calling out Yorch for being over the top obnoxious with it with every single post. And she's inserting herself in a conversation that does not involve her. And I'm over here like, why? Don't you have a lawsuit against me right now? What are you poking me for? Why are you doing this? What do you have to gain? And the only thing that I can think of is that she's desperate. She's out of options. She has no case. And she is finally, after all these months, finally almost there to realizing what we've all known all along. Is that she has absolutely nothing. But instead of her being accountable and finally coming to that foregone conclusion that we all know, she's like, wait, no, I got an idea. Let me poke the bear here and see if I can get a reaction and use this against him. Here's your wish, Alyssa. Now I'm talking about it on a live stream that you, I already know, are going to say, look, he talked about me on a live stream again. He keeps talking about me. What am I supposed to do, Alyssa? Let you trample me online? Let you talk shit about me and just seal my mouth, put my hands behind my back and just take it? That's not how I am. I mean, you should know this by now about me. I'm not like that. But holy crap. The fact that she did this was wild to me. And there was a pinned, I bookmarked, somebody made a really good comment. Maybe I can just find it if I go down from it. Let's see. Grum said, that's why her videos never get any views, which, by the way, that's the true irony in all of this is she's trying to tell me how to do my job while she's sitting on the sideline unemployed and my channel's been blowing up. Cope and seethe, Alyssa. You can try to help me all you want, but we all know ultimately you're not trying to help. You were trying to make me look stupid. And ultimately, all you did was show everyone why they think you're the idiot here. You got Savvy said, that video had nothing to do with her, and she's only demonstrating her obsession with you by commenting on it, further diluting any quote-unquote case she's trying to build. I finally concede. She truly is low IQ, not playing any game, and is just genuinely this fucking stupid. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, but it's punching down at this point if I continue to comment. Fucking savage. God damn, Savvy. Holy crap. Make sure, note to self, keep Savvy on my good side. Holy crap. I wrote back, it feels like desperation and lashing out at this point, which is what I was just saying to you guys. She's almost arrived at a destination we've all been waiting for her at. The one where she realizes she has no case here. And in a last-ditch effort, she's hopeful I say something in return to use against me. Truly moronic behavior. What the hell? Yikes. Oh yeah, this is a deleted video. After she sued me, she had a celebration TikTok video or whatever, where she was like, I finally did it and celebrating. And then she deleted that video because then she updated with a new video crying and talking about the emotional toll it's taken on her and how sad she's been. But no, guys, she's totally not crazy. I promise. Andrea Borzoi says, funny how she told you to cease and desist while she keeps attacking you at any occasion. Do you guys notice, by the way? You notice? Do you notice that I never bring Alyssa up unless she's proactively talking about me? You ever notice that? Isn't it curious how she needs me to be able to breathe? Like if I don't talk about her, she has nothing. Isn't that fascinating? And you can say, "Oh, Smash, just don't talk about her, and she'll go away." No, I will make content out of this till the cows come home. This is what I do. If she wants to try to pick a fight with me, I'll dance. I'll dance all day with her. But what she doesn't realize is every time she does this, I win, and it drives her insane. Master of the TDS, how's her little suit going? I want my lawyer. The most accurate gift. Kata said, I thought she quit Twitter. Eric says, don't worry, I'm about to get a spritz in honor at her honor at this event. But this is like genuine. Mike Sagoon says, teach me your ways. My channel's growth has been like pulling teeth. Been stalled out at 1,000 views a day for over a year, despite uploading weekly. Which, by the way, here's the thing. Here's an opportunity to be like, hey, let's have a conversation. I love shit like this. I'll talk to this. I said, upload daily, be first to topics, have hot takes that are based in reality, and be confident with your approach. Do it for the fun of it. And if it goes somewhere, great. Otherwise, you can always fall back on the passion of where it all began. Right? I mean, everyone will find their own way to happiness and success in this world. That's the approach that I took. It may work for others. It may not. Maybe other people will do something different. It works for them. But that's really the best advice I could give, not just Mike, but anyone in here that wants to be a content creator. Do it for the love of the game. And if you start pushing and you start getting frustrated, it will start unraveling. You have to remember the reason why you do it is because you love doing it. And sometimes the greatest reward you'll have, especially when you're a smaller channel, is the satisfaction that you accomplished getting the video out there, even if nobody watches it. Christopher Washington says, sounds like my dad. Great advice, Smash. I mean, I am a dad, so dad mode for me. Asian Swordmaster says, what JT said doesn't just apply to YouTube, I feel. That's true. That's true. Michael T says, JT using foreplay on this. No Name here says, to be fair, this is probably the only time in her life she is not wrong. And I said, is she though? I'm just using my previous experience out here. And I screenshot my last time I did this. And I'm like, 87,000 views by using this format of a title. Not that I'm not expecting 87,000 views on my live stream channel for it, but I'm like, this works well in the algorithm. Why would I stray from that when it worked? What? Lock VSB probably gave me the idea for the title tonight. She's so obsessed now she wants to be your editor. Guess unemployment has her desperate enough to want to work with you. Shout out to Locke. And this one also said the same thing. Did you really put strike though? Are they following? I don't even know. Okay, yeah, they are. And I said, yes, not my first rodeo either. I'm like, yeah, here's the example of it. Carl says, when are you two getting a room? This is tiring. Nosik says, maybe she's volunteering. That could be. That could be. This account doesn't get striked with hands too tiny for the algorithm to notice. God damn, man. Oh my God. My channel got striked. I watched us played, so you, lore, rise of all. These are all just a bunch of other words that people use in titles. But there was one in particular I was trying to find. Let me see. I have it on a bookmark, so let me bring up my bookmarks because I'm like, just in case I can't find it. Here it is. Al Pacino says, for someone that keeps claiming she's being attacked, she sure does antagonize it. Find that fascinating. Find that fascinating. And then one more part to this before we move on. Jay Viper coming in with a banger here with 4 thinking emojis. With Alyssa Mercante quote tweeting my repost. And then Alyssa Mercante, gamers were a mistake. Gamers when there's a woman. Gamers when I tweet. Gamers listen to me and you will be dressed well. Like, talk about do as I say, not as I do. Rules for thee, not for me. This is the mantra that I have witnessed Alyssa Mercante. It's fascinating. Gamers when there's a woman in this. So yes, Alyssa's not innocent whatsoever. Hey, Al Pacino's in the chat, by the way. Shout out. There it is right there. Shout out to Al Pacino. But yeah, that was basically it for the Alyssa situation. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much.